Hey everybody, RC here. I have a quick tip on using your Wacom Intuos tablet for making selections to make sure that you get everything exactly the way that you need it. So let's go ahead and start. Right inside of here, I have an image, and a lot of the times when people are making selections, they use one technique, and they're like, well, that's it. That's all I need. So like right now, for example, I have the quick selection tool, right? I can hit the letter Q, and I'm gonna hold down the Control and Option, and I'm just gonna drag here on the tablet to make this bigger. Now, I have that. That's easy, right? I can click and drag, and then I can click and drag and make a selection. But I gotta be honest with you, that's a pretty easy selection, right? I mean, the building's right here. That's pretty straightforward. The sky is almost blown out. That's not a good example. What about this? When it gets a little bit more complicated, you have people, do you want her? Do you want the sofa? Do you want all of that environment? This is where I think that this tip is really essential. Go for more than one type of tool using a selection to get what you need. Like right now, for example, I can come over here to my quick selection tool and I can select around this one area. And I can continue to drag and make a selection around something, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only tool that I need to use. Although quick selection is pretty cool in that right now I've been adding to these selections. If I hold on the Option key, I can drag right here and subtract something from a selection. And the more that you add and subtract from those selections, the better it is. So right now, this is looking pretty good, but I'm gonna do a Command zoom in here. And oh, look at that. I kind of wanna add or subtract in this one area. Make this smaller, hold down the Option key, pull this back out. It's gonna learn a little bit more. I'm gonna come over here, hold down the Option key, grab this one area right here. And this is the benefit of the tablet, right? So inside of here, I can zoom right into this one area. I need to add that. So Command Option, drag to the left, make that a little smaller here, and your ability to be able to just brush right in these areas, I think is super essential for you to add and subtract. The more that you add and subtract, the more Quick Select learns about your selection. Command 0, we're looking a little bit better. Now, I'm going to show you another way for you to be able to do this, and this is using Adobe Sensei technology. There's AI built inside of Photoshop to help you get started. So right from inside of here, I'm going to go to Select and select Subject. Notice it uses all of that AI and it picks up the subject pretty quickly. But what did it pick up? What did it get rid of? Don't worry about it. Use the letter Q. That'll show you exactly what it is that you removed and what it is that you selected. So notice that anything that's in red is not the selection, right? What is in the selection is the model. So now I can use a brush. I'm going to use the color of white, and watch that when I paint white here, I can go ahead and really scrub this out. Make this really small, zoom right in here, and this is where you pay for the time, right? So your ability to be able to use the tablet to make this bigger, come right inside of here, pull all of this stuff out, right? Get right to the very edge, make this super small, and get right in those nooks. Could you do this with a mouse? I argue not, right? A lot of this coloring and a lot of this detail work is stuff that you really want to be able to get into at a pixel level, right? Once you get to the very edges, you can make this a big brush, kind of pull all of that stuff out. Once we bring that out, I'll zoom back out here, and I can just go right along these edges. Once I have that all set, I can hit the letter Q, and I can move back out. Even further still, go switch to your lasso tool. Inside of your lasso tool, notice that you can subtract and add from selections as well. So zooming back inside of here, I'm going to hold down the Option key and just get rid of this one area here. Bring this right into the section here, and then I'm going to use the Shift key to grab this one and go here. I'm going to use the Option key to drag. The key with all of this is to make sure that you're using more than one tool when you're working these types of selections. You can start with Select Subject, move to Quick Mask, you can use your lasso, you can go ahead and use magic wands, but all of these techniques together are going to make the ability to be able to make selections so much faster.